right, ladies and gentlemen, episode 2 of Commissioner's Corner here during this season. Today, we didn't have the power rankings to go through. Obviously, we only have the first 3 or 4. So I'm not going to react to any incomplete power rankings from, I don't want to point fingers or name names, but you all know who's in charge of power rankings. Obviously, didn't do their job this week. So I've got to make up for it. Today we're going to go through the standings of the current league. We didn't have any close games last week. They were mostly all significant wins for the other teams. So we're just going to go through standings. We're going to go through the week 2 matchups, talk a little bit about the football ahead of us tonight, Thursday night football, Browns, Bengals. So let's get right into it. We got standings for the day as of the end of week 1. And in first place, here they are. Pam was holding Jim back, Trey Buford. I called that his team was going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem this year. Then you got Margot's Loin in it too. Again, I see a significant downfall of that pussy-ass team. Again, I have no faith in Will Rouse. Not only as a fantasy owner, but as a human being. This is a guy who, in our group text, said that he would rather watch the Heat Game 2 than watch a Thursday Night Football game. I don't understand that. This really seems like a guy who's not committed to this league. He has, little interaction, and he just seems like a big-time fucking pussy. So we're going to keep an eye on that team. I pray that they make the playoffs with all the shit that he's been talking. I really hope that he does it or he's never going to hear the end of it. Then you got the Lake Show. No surprise here. That's a good team. Followed by Chandler, Luke's Belly Rolls. Chandler's team got a little bit lucky this week. I put up 38 points. Not a lot you can do about it. We're going to talk about it when we get down to my team here, though. Then you go to Pardon My Team with Ethan at 5. And these are all teams that are 1-0, so it's all by points put up yet, which I think most of them put up over 100. I think Connor and Ethan's team might have been the only ones who didn't put up 100 in that top 6 spot, followed by Fire Goodell at 6. So those are your 6 1-0 teams. And then you get to the basement. We got Let My Cameron Go, Big Baller Brand, Keeking It Real, I Fucked Your Mom, No Kobe, followed by me. Coming in at 38 points, after I sold Mecole Hardman to put up 0.6, I just kind of washed that last week. When Mecole Hardman put up 0.6 points, I thought, there's no way I win. I put in Kerryon, 1.4 points, guys. Some upside there, 1.4. DeAndre Swift misses that touchdown in the end zone. I guarantee you Kerryon catches that ball if they have him in. That's on the Lions. That's on Matt Patricia. Nothing you can do there. But most of these teams are pretty close. Again, it's just week 1. So those are the rankings right now. But now we're going to go to week 2 matchups. And we've got some great matchups. We've got me versus Ethan. Right now, projected Ethan's to win by 9 points, 92-83. I'm struggling here with what to do. Every single part of me wants to start Baker Mayfield, especially them playing the Bengals. However, I think I'm going to start Jimmy G. He's projected more. The 49ers offense is solid. But again, Pardon My Team, Matt Ryan. I don't know. He'll probably start Matt Ryan over Carson Wentz, hopefully, after the Eagles showing last week. Alvin Kamara, those guys. Ethan's got a good team. I like my team's chances. I'm putting in Benny Snell over Kerryon Johnson here and might put him in over A.J. Brown, considering James Conner may be out with that lower leg injury. So keep an eye on my team to make some moves here. And then you got Keeking It Real versus Margot's Loin. Again, this should be a pretty fucking good matchup here. Keek's team severely underperformed in week 1. They are projected 102 to Margot's Loin 104. Obviously, what you want to watch here is on Margot's Loin, you got Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey. And on Keeking It Real, you got Kyler Murray and Derrick Henry. Those are 2 great matchups. I love this game. I'm taking Keeking It Real in that one. I think his team has a strong bounce back week against a pussy-ass Margot Loin's team and a fucking stupid owner in Will Rouse. Luke's Belly Rolls versus the Lake Show. This is my game of the week here. Projected 94-98 in the Lake Show's favor. Deshaun Watson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, obviously electric players, but Russell Wilson and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor going to be the starter now after what happened last week in the Colts game with Marlon Mack. And look for Jonathan Taylor to get a lot of touches. I mean, that Colts team is very run-heavy. They don't like to pass too much. Jonathan Taylor's going to get a lot of carries. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. He's going to do what he does. In this game, I am going to take Luke's Belly Rolls because I think Russ is going to have a 35-plus point week. Then you got to Let My Cameron Go, 0-1 versus Pam was holding Jim back. I picked Joe last week to win that game against Margot's Loin. They sucked. So I'm going to go with an easy Pam was holding Jim back. Drew Brees, I don't know. He's probably going to give. I would give Cam Newton the start, and you got Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, a solid lineup from Trey. This is a team that we're going to be looking at in a couple of weeks and thinking, holy shit, we should have seen this coming. I think Trey's team making a deep run to the playoffs. Then we got I Fucked Your Mom versus Fire Goodell. Projected winner here is I Fucked Your Mom, even at 0-1 versus Fire Goodell. As we saw from Tom Brady in week 1, he had a good week, but it could have been better. I'm not sure who the Buccaneers play this week. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to be as good the first couple weeks as they will be towards the end of the year. I think they're going to peak maybe mid-season when they start to figure out the chemistry. Tom Brady and Mike Evans get on the same page, and Gronk starts to show up a little bit. But on I Fucked Your Mom, you got Dak Prescott and Saquon. And, Dak didn't have the best week last week against the Rams. Look for that to bounce back. That's a good Cowboys team. And Saquon with an awful week last week. That's not going to continue to happen. We all know Saquon's a great, so keep an eye on that. But I'm picking I Fucked Your Mom in this team against Fire Goodell. And then you got Big Baller Brand versus Nope Kobe. This is an easy one for me. Nope Kobe is going to win against Big Baller Brand right now. Projected 77-84. But I think Nope Kobe is going to have a week. Pat Mahomes, Miles Sanders versus Josh Allen, Julio Jones, DJ Chark. It concerns me a little bit that Big Baller Brand doesn't have a running back in his projected top 3 players. You always I think every other team has at least one running back that is projected up there in points, and Big Baller Brand doesn't. And with Julio Jones not scoring touchdowns, notoriously doesn't score touchdowns, it's going to be a tough matchup to beat Patrick Mahomes. Any day of the week, Patrick Mahomes is bound to put up 40 points. So I like Nope Kobe in this one. Those are our week 2 projections. And now I just want to talk, a little bit. Thursday Night Football, Browns-Bengals. This is a huge game. Obviously, I'm a huge Browns guy. I'm going to be starting Odell again. Give him the shot. I can't, in good conscience, take him out. But I've got a projected here 8.9 points from Odell. The only other option would be for me to put A.J. Brown in and then put Benny Snell in the flex. But I'm thinking about sitting A.J. Brown for Benny Snell. It's going to be a tough decision, but hopefully we see a Browns win tonight. Should be electric. Former number 1 picks facing off. Joe Burrow versus Baker Mayfield. Going to be an electric Thursday night. You'll hear more from me after this week. Commissioner's Corner the next week. But let's keep the momentum rolling. Obviously, it's just week 1, so there's not too much to talk about. Standings can't really be shaken up at all. But this is looking good. And like I said before, Connor has a low ceiling. As a commissioner, it's a very low ceiling. He doesn't do anything extracurricular with the league. All he does is collect funds. He tries to put out power rankings, but obviously his job at PFF is getting in the way of that, even though that is his job at PFF. So it's kind of weird how that translates. So I'm making a mental note of those people supporting Connor for commissioner in the future when I try and give my recommendation or nomination for commissioner after I bow out, which who knows if I ever will. Like I said before, when I bow out from commissioner, I'm out of the league for good. If I get voted out, I'm out. So that's kind of where we're at. Connor, let's all pray for him that he's mentally okay. I've heard rumors that he's being, I don't want to say abused, but he's living with his girlfriend now, and I hear it's a tough situation. So hopefully we're praying that we get the old Connor back that does power rankings, and hopefully him living with his girlfriend isn't affecting his role in this league. That's going to do it for Commissioner's Corner. Everybody have a great week. Good luck to your teams, except for Ethan Morin. I need a win this week. Good luck to your teams. Everybody, thank you.